Lee's Love Language, back at it again. Listen, to all my people who subscribe, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate the love, the likes, the comments. I'm going to keep it going when it comes to this channel. But yes, please hit the subscribe button and the like button, please. But on this topic, I want to talk about, are you getting what you want out of life? And what do I mean by that? Meaning, are you in your dream relationship? Are you in maybe your dream job or dream career? Or are you in tip-top shape when it comes to your physical body, or your mind, you mentally or whatever sound? What do you want out of life? Are you getting what you want out of life? And so those two questions, what do you want out of life? And are you getting what you want out of life? Those are two important questions you have to ask yourself. And why are you not getting those things? It all goes back to the mind. The mind is powerful, definitely powerful. And how do I know this? Is because I actually has lived this and still living it. And guess what? And still growing and learning at the same time when it comes to the things that you want out of life. I'm a prime example, and to say that I have experienced this in the past, maybe over a year. I have a video out saying that, how I left. God told me to leave my job. Now, with that being said, you have to be led by God when it comes to your life in particular. You can't compare yourself with somebody else's life and thinking that that's how your life's supposed to be, or that's what you're supposed to be doing just like them. No, you can be inspired by that person, and you can possibly take something, a small little, notion off of them and add it to what you are doing. That's just called inspiration. But totally doing the same exact thing, no. God may has a different direction for you than he does, with me. And, that's cool. But I have lived this life when it comes to seeing manifestations and things happening in my life. And it's continuation. You never stop. You got to take the limitations off. Too many human beings have limitations when it comes to their life. Now with me, I can say that I had worked for the post office for 10 years, and 10 years straight, I was grateful for the job. It actually, the house we living in helped get the house that we living in at this particular time. But it was just a little something. It was something inside of you that you said that you want more. That I know it is more, and I want more. So I started, asking God, like, what is something that, you want me to do? That's the first thing. Ask him, why are you here? Why are you here? Ask him that. What do you need me to do? And so with that being said, he actually told me to start a cleaning business. Now, noted, if y'all know that I have another channel with my wife and I, her name is J.D. Lee Designs and More. We actually has a design business. She interior decorate and design. Please subscribe to that channel. But we had that business on the side, but I was still working because, sometimes clients will call and sometimes clients don't call. So with that being said, I asked God, like, what is something that, I can start a business as well? And he told me a cleaning business. I was like, cleaning business? Well, I was like, well, my wife and I, we clean freaks. So I was like, yeah. So make a long story short, start getting cards, getting the LLC, just all the different things. I start trying to line myself. See, this is why I'm going somewhere with this. I'm going somewhere with this because it takes first a thought, then whatever you're thinking, then you have to believe what you're thinking, then you have to take action. See, a lot of people or whatever don't realize that if your thought process and your belief process is not where it needs to be at, then how you going to be led to do actions? See, it's just not alone for you just to believe and just for you to think that, you know what I'm saying, something is just going to happen out of the blue. You have to take action if you truly believe something. So I'm going somewhere that I believe that I can have a cleaning company. So with that being said, I took actions, and the actions was opening up a business account. You know, like I said, getting the LLC, you know, doing all these different things in order for me to say that I am an owner of a cleaning company. So with that being said, did I see any clients? Nope, no clients at all. It was just a belief system. And since I thought about it, I believed the thought, then I acted on the thought, and everything else started lining up. And seeing, this is where I goes back to saying this is why people is not seeing the things that they want to see in life. It's because what is your thought process? What do you truly believe? And are you acting on what you really believe, which caused the thought process? See, this is something that we just have to realize, that this is how manifestations take place. It's not magic. People want to make it sound like, well, if you just keep believing or whatnot, whatever, and something would just pop out of the clear blue sky. Yeah, well, that's maybe a miracle, but we not counting on miracles. We can't live off of miracles. Things does happen out of the clear blue sky or whatever, like maybe somebody give you some money out of the blue, or you win the lottery, or, things like that. It happens, but it don't happen enough. What you want to do is you want it to happen consistently, right? So with that being said, I did all the things in order to get everything in order with the business. And in less than a few months, we landed a post-construction contract. And man, that was like our biggest, contract, when it came to doing the cleaning business. I mean, we didn't have no clients. So what I'm saying is that it always goes back to the mindset. And people don't realize is that what a man thinketh, so is he. That's biblically speaking. So whatever is your thought process, it can be negative. That's who you are. And guess what? That's what you're going to attract into your life. And the things that comes out of your mouth is because of what you have pondering on, what you have thought about consistently all the time. Now, eventually it's going to come out your mouth. And then eventually you start believing your thought process. So you start acting different. You start moving different. You start doing things that you don't want to do. But the reason why you're doing it is because you're not renewing the mind frame of that old software into that hard drive. And you have to put new software into your hard drive, which is your mindset. So people don't realize that they won't change, but true change comes from renewing the mind. And then when you renew the mind, which is consistently, it's not a one-time event. It's something that is done consistently, daily, day in and day out. That's just how it is. That's how the mind is set up. You have to keep reprogramming it. You got to keep renewing it. It's kind of like a computer. A computer has to update itself in order for it to be run properly. So it's no difference with the mind. Update the mind consistently on a daily note, and then you will see manifestation comes in. Whatever you want in your life to be changed that you don't like at this time. So with that being said, it's Lee's Love Language. Hit that subscribe button. More videos to come. And also check out the shorts that I'll be dropping them gems. And the glory for the Lord Jesus Christ as one.